Today on ballisticbbq, I'm going to be cooking up a copycat recipe of the famous rotisserie chicken from Boston Market. We're going to be doing it on Lone Star Grill's El Patron. Let's get going. So for anyone out there who has never heard of Boston Market, basically they started out in 1985. It's a chain and they're famous for their rotisserie chicken. Unfortunately, the Boston Market near me is recently closed, so I don't know if this is a trend going on across the country, but they're gone now. But this recipe's here. We're going to kick it off with the marinade. In this bowl, I have 1 cup of oil. You want to use a neutral oil like a canola oil. I'm using avocado oil. It's very, very neutral, and again, it's got a very high smoking point. To the oil, we're adding 1/2 cup of apple cider vinegar. I have here 4 cloves of freshly minced garlic, 2 tablespoons brown sugar, 1 tablespoon paprika. This is not smoked paprika. 1.5 teaspoons black pepper, 1.5 teaspoons salt. I'm using kosher salt. 2 teaspoons onion powder, 1 teaspoon allspice, 1 teaspoon cinnamon, 1 teaspoon smoked paprika, 1/2 teaspoon white pepper, and 1/4 teaspoon of cayenne pepper. Get this whisked up. I'm telling you, this smells really, really good. And there is the marinade. What I like to do is put my chicken inside of a 2.5 gallon zip top bag, pour the marinade in, and kind of massage it throughout the bird. Throw it in a refrigerator. You want to do this overnight, and I'll rotate it a couple times, basically before I go to bed, and then after I get up, just flip it over. And I did this yesterday. And here's the bird we're cooking today. And I did a simple truss before I put it in the marinade, just to secure the wings and to secure the legs and the thighs. I will be running just, one of those wireless thermometers just to kind of give me an idea where I am with a cook, but I'll be verifying everything with, an instant read. So this, I did the marinade in the afternoon yesterday. It's probably been marinating for about 14 hours or so. There's really no graceful way to do this. All right, let's get it on the pit. So right now my pit's running at 225 degrees, and I'll be bringing that up as the cook progresses, probably up to the 300 degree range here. So as you can see, I have the cooking grates set off to the side here. So we're going to be cooking over direct heat here, lump charcoal. And I'm going to go ahead and feed the back end first through the hole in the side of the pit. Then get the other end of the rotisserie into the rotisserie motor. We'll go ahead and turn it on now. Get that lid shut. Now the other port here on the side of the pit, we're going to add this bushing here. You can do it while it's actually turning. It'll just make it spin a lot smoother. So I'm using the notches here to control the intake, and I'm on, it's like 1, 2, 3, the 5th notch. And again, we are using lump charcoal. So as far as that charcoal grate's concerned, I will lower it and raise it as needed. As far as the temperature, like I said, right now we're running at 225 Fahrenheit, but I do want to bring that up. So I'm going to allow the pit to raise. Right now it's getting a lot of air, so it will come up to temp, but I'm looking for more in the 300 degree range. Other than that, I'm just going to be monitoring the temperatures. 175 degrees in the thigh, 165 degrees Fahrenheit in the breast is the USDA recommended temps. Personally, in that thigh, I like to go higher. It just seems like 175, it's never, the texture is just not right for me. I like it to be more tender. So I'm going to bring it up to more 180, 185, and you'll see it's still going to be really, really nice and juicy, especially cooking it on a rotisserie with marinated chicken. It's going to be insane. So as this chicken progresses, I'll be bringing you guys along for the ride when I check on it. See you in a bit. All right, the chicken's been on for about an hour now. The temperature of that breast is 140 degrees Fahrenheit. It's not done yet, but I just wanted to give you a peek. We are rolling at about 310 degrees, however, as far as the pit temp. It's looking good. So you can see we've got some beautiful color here. couple little tears, but that's just, the skin's tightening up. That's what happens. But something very cool about this type of cooking is you'll see the juices, the drips, they're going down into this, the open coal bed here, and the vapors are coming back and helping to season. See that? Helping to season this bird, and it smells unbelievable. So I'm just going to continue to monitor the temperature of the bird. One thing I do want to add to this recipe actually is I took a little bit of that marinade that I made on camera and I basted the bird about 30 minutes into the cook. So I'm going to suggest that before you pour the bird into the marinade, maybe take a couple tablespoons of that. That's really all it needed for one baste. And I only basted it one time, but I think it's really helping, with the seasoning on the outside of this bird. Smelling good. All right, we are at 1 hour, 35 minutes, and the bird is done. Breast hit 165, and the thigh I checked with the instant read, and it's at 185. That's where I want it. So as you can see, it's just a gorgeous skin. This is gonna be good. So I'm gonna pull the chicken off the pit, we'll let it rest a bit, and then give you a try. Here we are, chicken's all rested and ready to try. Let's give this a go here. Thighs are juicy. And one thing I like to do with the breast is make 2 slices out of 1/2, basically. So you have 4 portions out of 1 chicken. Like so. Let's try this out. We'll start with the breast first. You can see it is dripping juice. It's very, very, very moist. It's moist and I'm tasting that marinade. Let's go with the thigh. Want some of that delicious skin there. It's tasting like a better version of Boston Market. Crazy juicy. I love chicken on a rotisserie. So this was my first rotisserie cook on the Patron, and this thing has really won me over. It's just so versatile. I can't wait to cook a bigger cut of meat on this rotisserie. I've already got plans for that. But wow, this is good, really good. Anyway, thanks for stopping by. If you're not subscribed, please consider hitting that sub button, ringing the notification bell, and thumb it up if you like it. And I hope you did. Keep those suggestions coming in. If there's something special you would like to see me cook on this Patron here, let me know. I have a few ideas that I've been keeping, but I appreciate your help in coming up with ideas, believe me. Anyway, until the next video, a wing. Cheers.